When we think about software quality, normally the word test, software test, comes in mind. And it's so because there is no better way to ensure the software is working as when it passes in the tests, when we try to use the functionalities and it just works. We open pages, we navigate through one page to another one, and we utilize the functionalities, click on buttons, and things just work theoretically as expected. But ensure the quality of our software normally demands time. We have to develop it, we have to, before delivery, perform some tests, and then be sure it's working properly, and then we deliver this new version or this new software to users that have requested that. However, doing that along the delivering of many versions could be a work that sometimes cannot be performed. And then in this situation, sometimes we introduce some bugs. And then there are some ways to avoid that. And one of these ways is to writing tests. And these tests that we could write aiming to automate that could be performed with several tools. And Cypress is one of these tools. Using Cypress, we could write the step-to-step we want to test, and it simulates one user utilizing one application. So that's the reason Cypress is called as an end-to-end tool for tests, because we can simulate the user interacting with the screens of the application, and we could program what is the expected result of every input. So in this video, we are going to explore Cypress and do two examples. One very simple that's presented here in the main web page for Cypress that presents the step-to-step to initiate, and then we do another example, another test case, doing a more advanced test case, handling the for submission and the expected results when the data are submitted to our backend. So let's start. For initiating with Cypress, we have to do two steps. First of all, we need to install Cypress using our npm installed in our computer. So, of course, we need to have the node.js previously installed. Once you have installed the Cypress, we can open that, and then it has one console where we could do main configurations for starting the programming of our tests. So first step, just execute this instruction here, the npm install Cypress. So just come here in our console, inside the context of one specific project, and then just wait it be downloaded. Sometimes could be longer or shorter depending of your network performance, and then it here is installed. Now we have Cypress installed. We could then perform the second instruction. That's not npm and then npx. That means the execution of a node package. Then we are going to execute Cypress with the command open. It will then open the Cypress main console. That's one interface where we can from here make configurations for new tests. So we are going to continue from this point. When we have Cypress console opened, we have then to initiate the configuration of a new test case. So we are going to create here one end-to-end testing. So just click here. Once clicking, we have to choose from which browser we are going to perform the test. So that's a feature from Cypress. It tests from one specific browser. It's not specifically developed for cross-browser testing, but one browser per time. So just choose your browser and then clicking to start the testing. So here it's going to leave the Cypress console and open the Cypress web page here that's listening in this specific port. And then from here we can create some new test specification. You could just click here in new spec and then to create a new empty spec. It already will create some default code here. That's the first test case we're going to perform. It will open one specific web page and verify if the answer is the success answer from one HTTP request. So just click OK and run spec. So now it's running the test, and here it's going to print the results of this test. So running that, and it has passed, it means it has opened properly this address it has defined in the test script. If you want to edit that to try with another address, you could just right click here, and there's an option to open in the IDE here. Just a moment, it's cheaply here. Okay, just click above, and then it opens the test already in our default IDE. So here we could try to edit to another address, and then it already will run that for a new specification. So next step, we are going to configure from Visual Studio the test script from Cypress and try to do some more complex steps. Before writing the test, let me present to you the example I have prepared for this video. We have here in this index.html just a very simple form with one text field and with a submit button that's going to submit the data to this endpoint. And then this endpoint here, named do it, is also here, and it has this message: your data has been received. So what is going to be our test case? This page index here will open. Users are going to input here anything like Cypress, and then we'll click on send. And the expected result is this message to be displayed. So we are going to automate this testing. So the same thing we have just tested now manually, we are going to have that automatically verified based in one Cypress script. Now let's understand how we can automate this testing. Here the script, we could set that inside the same Cypress script we have previously created using the Cypress graphical interface, and then here we could edit that. Here is our test case. We are going to simulate here all the steps the user have executed when we have manually executed this testing. We open the page in the browser, we look for the field with the name carry, so we need to know this DOM syntax from JavaScript. So we open here one field named carry, we retrieve that, we type with the keyboard the word green, could be any value, no matter in this example. We then access by the ID the submit button, it's then here, the submit button is accessed, it's clicked, then the form is going to be submitted, then we wait a little bit for the form reload, the window reload, and then we change the location with this location method, and then we are going to verify in the provided output here if this result element is visible, if it exists. So it's basically what it does. So now let's execute that and see the results. Now how to test that? Basically you have to open here this web interface again where Cypress is working, and then just click here in this run all tests button. So clicking here is going to execute the test script we have written. So it has performed here, we can see everything that has been performed by the test case. And then here if we click over the test, it is informed for each of the steps it has worked or not. And then here it was until the end and everything was fine. Now let's simulate one error. So what if we open here the test script and say, no, we need to find one element with the ID named result 2. So actually I have one element named result, just result, not result 2. What happens if it fails? If it tries to find this element and find not. So opening here, it's running again the test automatically. When we save in the IDE, it automatically run that again. And then one error was triggered because it tried to figure out where is this result 2, but it has not found that. So one error has triggered. So it really works just if everything works as expected. So here you have seen how to write the Cypress script and how to test this script. Then now you could do variations to verify if some kind of web application is working as expected. After this experience using Cypress, I can say it's really very simple to use. I think for web developers that already are used to navigate through web elements and to interact with them dynamically, it's very simple to write one test script and to have the real results of what is going to be the desired inputs and the expected outputs based in this context. And it's good to test not just the unit tests as another libraries, but the system tests. We could really test the end software that's already compiled, already is running, to verify if it's really providing the expected results. And another nice thing about Cypress is that we could write tests for any kind of web application, no matter in which technology it was developed. So that is one very positive point that makes Cypress very useful and could be utilized for testing a lot of technologies stacks. And what do you think? Do you have some another tool to present or to suggest for be explored in this channel? Please just write down at your comments, and thank you for watching.